Hey, Coach.
Terrific.
Hey, Shelby, how are you?
Fantastic.
Good.
Okay, we will go ahead and kick things off with Joe Masato with the Oklahoman.
Mark, did Owl and Teo practice with you guys today?
We're just sticking with the protocols there. Not going to get into much more detail other than that, but we're at the mercy of those protocols. Not at liberty to say. We're just doing everything we're supposed to do with both of those guys and everybody else, obviously. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
I understand. Thanks.
Yep. Sorry. Thank you.
Next, we have Ryan Chapman with the franchise.
Hey, Coach, a little different tangent here, if you will. I've had a little bit of trouble kind of pinning down if the Coach's Challenge is going to be carried over into this season. But if it is, last year, obviously, with Billy, did you guys kind of develop a philosophy on what situations you thought it was best used in, or just kind of if the players had a really strong conviction, things like that? Like what was your process with that last year, and have you thought about that coming into this year?
Yeah. From what I understand, don't direct this to me, but from what I understand, they're going to vote on the Coach's Challenge with the competition committee at some point. So I'm not sure if it's 100% in, but we're expecting it to be, and that's all the indications we've gotten. In terms of philosophy, I mean, we're looking for impactful plays. That was the way that we approached it last year. And, impact could be taking points off the board, putting points on. Obviously anytime you can wipe a foul off the board, goaltend during the flow of the game. We're just trying to measure impact and then how likely you are to win the challenge. There's really no benefit to losing a challenge. So you want to try to get plays that you have a chance to go get. I think the overturn rate last year was around 40%. So, the chances aren't high because it has to be conclusive. But if there's a chance to get it and it's impactful, we're going to try to go get it.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Next, we have Nick Gallo with Thunder Broadcasting.
Hey, Mark, with one more day of practice after this before your first preseason game, what are some of your goals just heading into the next kind of 48 hours of what you'd like to do with your team?
Well, we've had a couple of good days of contact here, and tomorrow we'll evaluate the film and, just try to tick forward in a couple areas. But tomorrow will be a lighter day, obviously the day before a game. And then, it's exciting to be able to play against an opponent and, simulate a road game. And we're just going to kind of see where we're at. We're just trying to take it a day at a time and get better each day, stay really rooted in our process, try to, not skip steps. And it's almost like that process kind of guides you on what you're doing next. And so we'll try to tick forward again tomorrow, tick forward again before the game against San Antonio, and then we'll evaluate where we're at that point and just repeat that process throughout the whole year.
Next, we'll go to Jenny Carlson with the Oklahoman.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Hey, Jenny. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. So I've got an important question. This change the NBA has made about no suit jackets. What can we expect out of you guys, attire-wise? We got used to the casual look in the bubble. What do we expect from you guys?
I believe it's going to continue to be polos and slacks. Wilson Taylor, who does just about everything for the organization, chooses the outfit and he sends it out to us so we're all on the same page. And so if you guys have any issues with what we do, we'll get him up here and he can answer a couple questions.
How do you feel about that? I mean, you spent your coaching career, looking one way, doing one thing. Is it going to be weird, or was it weird last year at all for you?
In the bubble with the polos? Not really. I kind of kick and scream when I have to dress up. My wife can tell you that. So I don't mind the polos, but we're willing to be uniform with whatever the rest of the coaches are doing and what the league wants. So we're just going to comply. If they tell us suits, we'll wear suits. And if they tell us polos, we'll wear polos.
Tell Wilson he's on notice.
Yeah, he already knows.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Jenny.
Next, we'll go to Jean-Francois Tremblay.
Hello, Coach. I was wondering, a non-basketball question here. With you being from Massachusetts, I was wondering if you're aware of any lineage or ancestry maybe going back to Quebec in your family.
I think so. I don't know it incredibly well, but yeah, obviously the name is French, but I'm not really like well versed on it. I would have to talk to my father or grandfather on that one, but I believe so.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Paris Lawson with OKCThunder.com.
Hey, Coach. Wanted to ask you early on your initial impressions of Kendrick Williams and what he's been able to bring to the floor during training camp so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's been impressive. He's a guy that we knew, obviously, but I didn't know his game really well. I didn't know a ton about him when we got him here. And, he's been his versatility, he's a sneaky player. He's like a sneaky cutter. He's a sneaky defender. He's sneaky high IQ. He's very unassuming personality-wise, so he can blend in. But the more you're kind of around him, he's kind of an acquired appreciation. You just kind of appreciate him more and more. He's always kind of around good plays and around good things happening. So he's been nice to get to know. He's a good team guy. He helps glue everything together on both ends. He's done a really nice job.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you.